Chris, you all good?
Okay.
So,
Chris, ready?
Chris.
So we're just doing an intro, yeah?
Who?
Just an intro, then
FIFA.
stop.
Yeah.
Just do the FIFA.
FIFA Ramble 59.
FIFA Ramble 59.
We're in.
Yes. Score.
Another week.
This is a Halloween one.
It is. Everything's gone a bit spooky.
I don't
I
know
think it's
what's
fair to say.
happening right now.
Very atmospheric.
We're not really certain what's going on.
I know there's some spooky pistachio nuts
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
on the set.
We just need to thank our sponsor.
We have a sponsor. We've got a very special guest featuring on the sponsor today. I don't know who. I've never heard of him before.
No.
But I hear he's very good
Yeah.
and very successful. And he's doing us a favour.
Yeah.
So I think it is in regards to Gary
Yeah.
again. I don't know what the event is. Do you know what the event?
No, I don't know.
What? Who's it?
The event for this week is Gary's House of Horrors.
Gary's House of
House
Horrors.
of Horrors. So
House
that's
of Horrors.
Gary's
There. Okay.
Wow.
House of Horrors. Okay, and this is it. So
Right, this
thanks.
is it. Thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Hello, my little babies. I'm Marilyn Manson. This year for Halloween 2018, I've teamed up with Gary for Gary's House of Horrors. Don't expect ghosts or demons or ghouls in this house. It's full of things to scare children for when they're older and adults, like adult things. Gary's House of Horror. Taxes, mortgages, diabetes, nuclear war, the pox and scabies. You can't decline when you're at a restaurant. Dating someone who's annoying. Oh, and when they go through life, real things will scare them, things that won't scare them now. But when they become adults, paying back a loan, or looking after the elderly, buying your first car, or burying the elderly, everyone knows that ghosts are real. So the house is full of things that scare adults. A brand new number calling your phone, accidentally swallowing a stone, going for checkups at the doctors, aeroplanes and helicopters, everything that's on the news, cuts and inexplicable bruises, running out of toilet paper, parking fine that you'll pay later. That's me.
59.
59.
Thanks very much.
The FIFA Ramble. You've
Gary.
joined us, and we're going to get straight into it. Thanks very much, Gary, for running us through all the scary things that we do as adults.
Fulham Bournemouth.
Fulham Bournemouth. Fulham Bournemouth. We're going to go to Fulham.
Fulham.
Bournemouth. Fulham are a state of affairs right now.
They are same old, really. Same old at the back. With Fulham, they were allowing Bournemouth in far too easily, and Callum Wilson was just tearing them apart.
I think they had a good day.
They
were
very
well
good.
organised. And Ryan Fraser is my
Ryan
pick.
Fraser kept splitting their back line open with a pass to Callum Wilson over and over and over and over again. And they, at one point, Fulham actually had 5 in the box, and it was only 3 of Bournemouth.
And didn't I tell you? Our mate Brooks.
Yeah,
Gladstone.
Brooks.
Brooks, yeah. No, I mean, Fulham, they were all over the shop. I mean, they were just... we've talked about the fact that they've got some good quality in attack, but they're having to chase the game so often. They're behind in so many games. Even the game when they took the lead early against Cardiff, then they fall behind not too long into the game after that anyway. And they just look a shambles at the back. I'm really concerned for Fulham, actually.
They look awful.
They look like they're in free fall right now. They need something. I don't know where it's going to come from.
I was making a note of the games they played. So they played, obviously, Bournemouth on the weekend. They played Cardiff Brighton they've played, Palace they've played.
Yeah.
And these are games, obviously there are no easy games in the Prem, but you need to get to sort of 38 points somehow.
Points, yeah.
And you look at those
Palace
fixtures.
have done almost the same thing, weirdly.
But I think Palace are a different animal altogether from Fulham, because with Palace, they've not only got Roy, who is a friend of the Ramble.
Yeah.
They were really they just drew. We're going on to Leicester, West Ham.
Yeah, Leicester, West Ham.
This overshadowed.
Yes, it
massively.
It was a really much.
Yeah.
Very,
yeah, obviously the news.
Yeah, I mean
the chairman.
The chairman and the owner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that it's, absolute tragedy. One of the things that I was looking at the reaction to it was how much of a difference he made in the community, and the fact that it was a real, you talk about, there's always the thing about foreign owners as if they're there to run it as a business, and there isn't that connection and disconnection from the fans. But certainly the investment, not just on the pitch, but some of the stuff, charity work and donations and work behind the scenes. I think they've got new training facilities which are opening soon as well. Yeah, I think he's really put a lot into it.
Did a lot of respect
and I think
from the players.
It's hit people hard, I think, in Leicester, and obviously, everyone's been affected by it. But absolute tragedy and overshadowed the football weekend.
Huge.
On the, should we move on to the pitch?
Yeah,
I was going to say it appeared. It was one of my favourite goalkeeper performances of the. Fabianski.
Fabianski,
we talked about it last week, saying how his calibre is very high. The same with any other Arsenal former goalkeepers, but he's absolutely proven his worth, and he's got the best stats as well. If we're going to go into stats,
well, he was very unlucky as well to actually concede, because it took a massive deflection.
It was,
there's nothing you can do about it. But and the thing about Fabianski that struck me is and I don't know if it's, and he was good at Arsenal, but I think what I can see from him now is he just looks, he's really commanding the defence. Big, he's really clear, he seems like he's directing people. He just seems like he's really comfortable in his own skin as a goalkeeper. And
he's just very good.
He just looks like an experienced.
No mistake. He's been consistent since he joined Swansea. Like everyone.
He's been great. His performances have stepped up from the start, because he was quite shaky at the start. I genuinely think the whole team has shaped up a lot better since Declan Rice was brought into it.
I know he had a great game.
I think he's been brought back in. He's marshalled. He's been a rock in that midfield, but he can actually work. Now, I've said before, I think I'm a massive fan of Jack Wilshere. But I think since moving him away from Mark Noble and just having them nowhere near each other, it's sped everything up. Wilshere's obviously not playing at the minute. It's sped that midfield up, bringing Declan Rice in. He offers so much more.
Noble got sent off, so you might find that Wilshere is coming in for Noble.
It could be. I'm not sure if Wilshere's got
everyone legit. That was a red card.
Oh, definite red.
Yeah, he does that. Noble does that sort of same tackle quite a lot. It's that same technique. But
I'm glad he called it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
The thing is, also when he did.
No, careful. It's coming through.
He did hit him. He did take him out. But what he also did was completely miss the ball.
Yeah.
So it was a definite red card, 100%.
You've seen those ankles just buck under that type of thing. Luckily, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I know, but and I think Leicester didn't give up until the end. Draw. Yeah, fair result.
Comes through.
So first of a goalkeeper.
Yes.
Leave the camera.
At one point,
friend.
At one point, Maguire. It was for the Balbuena goal at the start. Balbuena. When he went in, he had the first shot.
When we get back to the lab, then you can eat.
And then Maguire was left.
These are friends.
It was weird seeing Maguire get left completely isolated.
Yeah.
But he did. He got completely out of position. Then it came back off the post, and then he taps it in. Maguire again didn't pick him up. It was bizarre performance by Maguire. It really was.
Burnley vs Chelsea, go. Right, Joe Hart did really well, but it was...
Joe Hart's had 2 games now.
Beautiful.
He's conceded a load, but been really good.
Chelsea's anyone playing better football than Chelsea right now?
Right, before we move to Chelsea, can I just throw something out there?
Go on.
Throw it.
is this the game that puts Burnley officially into a relegation crisis? Now, Burnley are 15th. They've got yes, they're 15th with 8 points. West Ham are 13th with 8 points. Now, if you think of those two clubs and how they're performing at the minute, they couldn't be further apart for me, because I think West Ham are actually on the rise, and Burnley are on the decline.
Yeah,
but they've got the same amount of points. It just feels. I think this. I've said it before. In that, I think it doesn't matter if you lose when you're in a relegation battle. Don't get battered.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I don't
And they've been battered 2 weeks
Yeah,
in a row.
but look, I don't think Dyche has any pressure on them whatsoever. Even if they do go down, they can bounce back up. I think they're going to stay with Dyche. I just don't see where the goals are coming from then. Like we've discussed, Rokes a little bit.
No.
But I think they're just like
It's
oozing
odd,
goals.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they played
like an
that
open
bad
sore.
against Man City.
They actually played quite well in the
They
first
played-
half.
yeah.
And let's not forget the quality who they've played.
And again this week against Chelsea, they played quite well in the first half. But
But then they did lose. They've lost by big margins 2 weeks in a row, as you said, and that's obviously not going to be good for the confidence.
Can we talk about Chelsea?
Yeah,
Who's your favourite Chelsea performer of that game?
Barkley.
Barkley.
For me.
I mean, you can't.
Barkley.
You can't knock Barkley.
No Williams in
What
there?
I thought they were
Yeah, it's
very
great,
good at. There were same issues at the back with Burnley. It was odd. Burnley had. I was seeing at one point when every time Chelsea were attacking, they were pulling 6 back into the penalty area. So they're playing 6 back for the first goal. Morata tacked in when that exactly had happened, but it was only him and Barkley anywhere near the goal.
Yeah.
And they let 2 players in. There were 6 of them, and they couldn't stop a pass from Barkley.
Isn't it such a change of perspective when you see all those players actually rallying for Sarri in terms of everyone wants to play like Barkley.
Barkley's one of them. David Luiz is another one. David Luiz was going to Arsenal not long ago.
All those players are so motivated, and it shows what you can do with that positive attitude. Like we never thought we'd see the likes of Ross Barkley actually step up. We thought he'd just be like another Danny Drinkwater, just stay in the background. But to actually everyone
he stepped up, and he's one of Sarri's favourites apparently.
Yeah, and all without Hazard. So
and he's doing really, he's done brilliantly.
Barkley's done well. I mean, I think it was Gary Neville said recently. I do agree with what he's saying. That Barkley looks like he's serious about his football at the moment, and he is. I mean, and it's amazing, not just with Barkley, but generally just as the Chelsea team, like how quickly Sarri, she said, has stamped his style on the team and on particular players as well.
Well, Willian as well. I thought Willian was superb.
Willian was a star performer. The one contentious issue which I have issue with is like pundits recently have just said how well Willian's played, and he's just such a classy player. He's got so much class to his play. Just glides across the pitch.
He's brilliant. He's done it very
hit the post
as well.
about 2 times. He just goes in the background. He doesn't take the full credit because you got your Hazards, you got your other guys chipping in. He just knows what he needs to do and just does it. The issue that I've got is there was actually contact made when it came to that penalty when he got yellow carded, and so to drag his name through the mud and call him a diver, I think is ridiculous for what it is, and I think it's unnecessary because he did have a great game, had an impact, and there was contact on that. If it was anyone else, if we had like a little Vardy doing a little hop, skip and jump, then it would have been different. This whole thing of like to even make an issue out of it, like more of an issue on
was it Camara from Fulham as well? Did it
There was a Zaha.
There was a few. Was it Zaha? Yeah, there's a lot of.
Yeah, there was a lot.
There was quite a few.
There's quite a few justified ones, but then like that one in particular, there was contact made, and I think it was harsh for him to have a yellow card. And
I just don't see the difference.
Across.
I genuinely don't see why everyone's making a fuss out of Willian saying he dived, but Zaha, he won a penalty.
Martial had one as well. Like although there was contact.
Yeah, there's contact.
It was still one of those.
I don't understand how someone's deemed.
And the Granit Xhaka,
2 of them like fouls, but 2 of them were good shouts to win a penalty.
Yeah.
It's like,
so the Granit Xhaka
one.
I don't know if you heard his thoughts in like towards the end of the game, the Xhaka one. Because not only did he score like an awesome free kick, he was responsible for giving that silly penalty away, where he was actually just done by Zaha. And at the end, if you see the interview, he actually says, "Yeah, I caught him. It was a penalty. I did catch him. I have to take responsibility." You rarely see that.
It's refreshing.
It is very refreshing. Rich. Refreshing. Anyone else? We just
No,
love
we
in
just
Chelsea right now.
love in
Yeah,
Chelsea.
can I make a shout out
should I get out
for
of here?
Joe Hart? Right at the end, in about the 89th minute, 90th minute.
He must have made
a
several
point
saves.
blank. Yeah, this one in particular, it was point blank.
Header off the
Morata came out, yeah, and point blank,
It
6
was
yards
Giroud.
out.
Giroud.
It was Giroud. It was Giroud. Giroud headed it from 6 yards out, and Hart point blank saved, tipped it onto the bar, and it went over.
No.
They scored from the resulting corner, but it's 2 weeks in a row where Joe Hart appears to be a really, really, really good goalkeeper, and he's changed his stance, the way that he takes on. I've noticed he started before he commits to a dive, he takes a little jump.
Yeah.
This is a
And
good step for him. you
Yeah,
know.
he's been really good. I know they've conceded 9 in 2 games, and he is the goalkeeper. However, if it wasn't for him,
It'd be
both of these
more.
games could have been like 8 or 9-0.
Lovely.
Good pie.
Really good. Very smooth.
Is that smooth?
Yeah. Burnley. So, yeah, do the full names. Just saves me on the edge.
Yeah, and then we're now on to Palace and Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yes. And when are we going to do the
Yeah.
large question?
I don't
Isn't
know.
it during
I'm
Man
just
United?
dreading the next time he comes in. No.
No,
No,
we're going to get stuck into it now.
You didn't say bananas.
No, we're going to go hell for leather. We're going to get stuck in. Guess what time it is? I'm not going to. That's not wrapped up in the time. Palace, Arsenal.
Palace Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Palace and Arsenal.
They've stopped the Arsenal winning streak. It's over.
The winning streak by 2
Oh,
penalties.
He's done a sun there, and
Milicevic.
he's jumped straight in with a negative. Oh,
I
That's
know.
good, isn't it?
Sorry.
straight in with a negative.
But do you know, I think if Arsenal, it's just a measure of I think where they are at the moment, that they're coming away from Palace is they usually get up for the big games against the big
They're
teams.
battling.
Two
They are
penalties,
so
man.
close, so
Come on,
close to
2
win.
penalties.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think?
Unlucky not
Can I just not carry on with negativity? However, just raise a little bit of a topic.
Negativity, it's fine.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm over it.
Did Lacazette handball it to Aubameyang?
Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Should that have counted?
No. Handballs are my.
What
In
matters?
almost like the last week where Man City, where Company should have been sent
Don't
off.
Guys,
get me onto
and a
handballs this
second-
week after that Leeds Forest game.
Yeah.
But anyway, Karen. Yeah.
Get me some VAR, then we'll
Okay.
talk.
But his argument was he had a slight nudge, which
Can I? Well,
Go and do it.
but-
Show me.
He Henri.
good for the listeners. That was a nudge. That was the sign of the
I
nudge.
get it.
That was a sign that if you didn't
nudge.
see it. There's a nudge.
Right. 2 words for you.
Okay.
Unai
Yeah.
Energy.
Energy. That's his name. Unai's energy it's quite contagious. Let me tell you that.
It is.
It is.
I was
Apart
in
from if you
London this
measure
weekend.
after the singing.
So wasn't feeling
No,
it.
it's-
No, he wasn't feeling it. Them gloves took a battering. And he needed him this weekend. It was cold.
He probably just picked them back up, just low.
He probably did. He probably
I
made
didn't
a
mind
fuss.
that though, and I think Emery came out and said,
Energy.
Energy came out and said actually he was glad the reaction. I know he's probably just
how
backing
else,
his player.
how else are you going to spin that?
I know, but actually, from my point of view, I thought, if I'm looking at Özil, I'm going, there's a bit of passion there. He's
wants
angry.
to
Of course,
play.
he's angry. He's come off. He's in good form. He's been taken off with the game, with plenty of the games
Yeah.
to go. I don't mind
that
seeing
guy.
I wouldn't mind.
Suits it better.
But
Who's any of the performers?
Welbs has scored. Can I just
Welbs, the
throw
Welbs
out-
have got in there, yeah, and
In
the
10 years, he scored 40 goals.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
No deal.
Yeah.
Man United stuff.
So that is. I found that out this weekend, and I thought, what? His scoring record is he's 40 goals in 10 years.
How old is he though? How much injuries has he
27,
had?
28. How much has he just not been played? It just blew me away. I thought, Welbeck's only scored 40 goals in 10 years. He'll be
But
playing for Palace within 3.
I think it was a fair result.
I think Palace actually did well to get back in the game.
Big
after
shout out to
2-1.
Milicevic as well for
that
smashing
second penalty.
2 penalties.
Yeah, he's very good.
Because he missed the penalty, high
He did
pressure
miss
penalty,
one
and it
last
could have been different last game. The fact that Roy's got him in the right mindset to just perform like that is
Right.
just amazing.
Do you know what? Because quickly on Roy, because I know you like Roy, it's weird because I almost feel like I sometimes forget he's their manager. He sort of
Yeah.
like quietly goes about his business.
That's
He's
why
done a
there's
really
a
good
Roy
job there.
appreciation.
I think he's done a really good
When
job
I
there.
quietly forget he's their manager, and then I remind myself that he is, it always gives me a smile.
It does.
Yeah.
Just like
Just like, oh,
Well done.
it's like a hot chocolate on a cold day.
It is. That's what Roy is.
Hot chocolate, Roy Hodgson.
Why are Manchester United playing in black shorts? Well, Mitch, it's because Everton are playing in white shorts. But why are Everton playing in white shorts? It's a good point, Mitch. I don't know.
What was that question again, Midge?
Why are Manchester United playing in black shorts? Well, Mitch, it's because Everton are playing in white shorts. But why are Everton playing in white shorts? It's a good point, Mitch. I don't know.
Mitch, that is an excellent point. I just don't know. Everton.
Everton. Pogba's run up.
Right.
Let's just go straight in.
Okay, let's just...
Slower than Usain Bolt runs the 100 metres.
Can I just talk Paul Pogba just very quickly, because again he's not getting the due credit.
What's that run up?
Absolutely deserved. No, it's like beyond the run up. Do you know who said some nice things about him?
I do. Yeah, Graham.
Graham Souness.
I
never thought.
I like the way it became a bit of a joke in the shoes.
It was a bit of a joke.
No, I enjoy that.
Him in a surly way just didn't see what was happening, so he didn't think he picked it up. But that's exactly why you get Souness on there, yeah. The grumpy Souness, just see how he reacts. But even that's your hardest critic, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Graham Souness.
I've said for a while now, I think Paul Pogba is the best centre midfielder in world football.
That pass he just bent around the defender was phenomenal.
Everything now.
What would have happened if he'd missed that penalty? Because that was a good save.
He did miss it.
I know, but like it was a good save.
It was a very, very
actually.
Good everyone didn't know. No one gave the credit to Pickford for that save. It was a blimmin' brilliant save. Yeah. He actually hit that really well.
Just
he got
like
down with that. And Pogba. I mean, in a way, Pogba's blushes were spared a little bit because of the fact that he put in the rebound,
and I think he played well, but he did have a lot of space in the field to play around with. Like the way Man United played, it was really nice to watch, and even Mourinho was happy because the amount they created. But they had loads of time. They had loads of time in the middle of the park.
Should have put the game to bed.
And Paul Pogba did absolutely dominate. They did. They almost got bitten in the bum.
They did.
Because it could have been a hell of a lot different. But fair dues to Everton. The way they're playing with vigour. They're playing with vim. And spark, playing with glitter. Doing well. I like the way Everton play, and I think they've got a lot.
Do you know my problem with this game was? I think it sums up in the fact that the BBC News Sunday morning, Monday morning, described it as the first line when they mentioned it was Jose Mourinho has taken a little bit of the pressure off himself this weekend. I was like, that's what you're leading with. You're leading with Jose and pressure, not the fact that United are now on a semi-decent run of results. It's
how integral would that
Newcastle
game be when we're looking back at this?
It could be if the results carry on. It's almost like they're not doing it comfortably, but they've slowly run together in good string of performances.
It's weird because I think the way they came back against Newcastle was almost like the whole. The sort of all the kind of stuff that came before it was almost forgotten about. Like you said, you just forgot how enjoyable United could be to watch.
Yeah.
When they're in full flow, it was almost like all those kind of worries got lifted in 45 minutes of football. I think the manner of the victory has helped them carry on and kick on in the league.
If Everton come back and just scraped a 2-2, then there would have been heads rolling, right?
Yeah.
It's fine margins in football, isn't it?
As is the way. As is the cookie crumbling.
Beautiful.
Championship corner, Mitchell.
I'm on. Bloody hell. Oh God! Breaking news: Real Madrid have sacked Lopetegui.
Amazing. Right, we're going to do that after the Championship corner.
I could have broken that. I could have broken that in Championship corners live.
We said shit too many times for it to be going up live.
I know.
When do we say shit?
Just then.
It's as I said.
Not while we were recording.
Right.
As I said.
Do you want Manchester United?
No.
As I said on Instagram this week, on Instagram Live, it isn't a live if you're watching it back.
Yeah. And then we had a debate about the replay.
Right, so Championship corner.
Yeah, go on.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Now?
Championship corner. That's my own little jingle there. Championship corner.
Just telling you this. There's no jingle.
There's no budget. There's no budget.
We used all the budget on Marilyn Manson.
I know, absolutely. So, Championship this week. Some big games towards the top of the table. Middlesbrough and Derby. I must admit, I'm really impressed with Frank Lampard as manager of Derby at the moment. I think he's doing a really good job. Really good mix of mostly youth with a bit of experience thrown in. I thought they were really unlucky not to win at Middlesbrough. It was only a bit of a shocking own goal with about 5 minutes to go. And the other game at the top was Leeds and Forest, which was a handball by Kemar Roach. Those two draws in those two big games give other people opportunities to make some ground, and Norwich were one of those that took advantage. Sheffield United took advantage 4-2 against Wigan, probably the game of the weekend. And I must admit, they continually impressed with Birmingham and QPR. I mention them usually in the same breath because the two of them continue to march on. QPR, 3 games in 6 days, 3 wins, no goals conceded. Steve McLaren, much maligned as a manager, fair play to him. He's turned it around, and against the Villa side, who don't seem to be getting that new manager bounce with Dean Smith, they seem to be in the same position as before, kind of flattering to deceive a little bit. And QPR did him 1-0. And as I said, Birmingham continue to roll on as well. Still only a couple of defeats all season, and they're continuing the charge up the table. So be interesting to see if they can continue that run going. I think be surprised if they can, but hopefully for their lot they can continue to keep on marching on. This Championship Corner is sponsored by Futabix. Alright, finish up. Where are we going?
Real Madrid.
We're doing
Real Madrid. Okay. Mentioning El Clasico, but Lopetegui. He's gone.
Real Madrid.
Who's gone?
Lopetegui.
Well, there's only one way to go if you get absolutely embarrassed.
If you lose El Clasico that bad, you're going.
You're gone.
I'd like to think that he just carried on. When he left the stadium, he just carried on walking.
Is he the first managerial casualty this season?
Ever?
No, of this season.
No, Paul Hurst of Ipswich.
Okay.
I think there's probably someone before him, but Paul Hurst got 7.
He's gone.
Real Madrid.
Who's gone?
Lopetegui.